Okay. Hey. All right, let's get into it. Hey, I'm well. How you doing? Welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afro-Zen. And today I'm reading for the Beautiful Handsome Collective. Hello, Collective. How you doing? Flowers, flowers, flowers. Two more times. Flowers, flowers, flowers. One more time. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Yes. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. To book a private read with me or to shop at my store, all that information is in the description box below. Okay. Let's get into it. Channel message here is they refuse to move on, so they'll be forcefully removed instead. Okay. So you have someone here that refuses to take accountability for what they have done or what has transpired between you and them. They feel, for some odd reason, they feel like this is just a test. They feel like they're not only being tested by you, but they're being tested by, the universe here. And they're just waiting for some form of a loophole or some form of an exit plan to more so show up in their life for them to get out of this toxic cycle of toxicity. They're not getting out of the toxicity because they don't want to get out of it. They would prefer if they can drag you into their toxicity. That's not happening, okay? So things are being created or being stacked in their life to where they're not going to have a choice but to surrender. They refuse to surrender again because they feel like that this is just a test. They feel like that you're going to come back to, I guess, toxicity. They just feel deep down in their little dirty hearts that you're going to come back, and you're not coming back. You've already established that. With the wings here, wings represents funeral. So you may have just put this situation to an end. You may have disconnected from this person. It's like the more that you try to stay away from this person, the more this person keeps trying to push onto you. Okay. Well, there are repercussions and there are severe consequences in regards to someone that refuses to take no for an answer, or they refuse to respect your boundaries. Okay. What's happening here? Things are being orchestrated by the divine here to where it was created for them to lose their mind. I know that might be a hard pill to swallow for some of you guys. It is what it is. The design or their perception or their points of view or their reality here is being created where they're actually going to lose their mind. The thought of not being able to have access to you puts them in a very not so good headspace. The idea that they can no longer have communication or can communicate with you at any point in time when they felt like they can, that's bothering them. It's like the universe is literally stripping away everything from them to make them feel that they're not in control. And they're not in control. You're not bigger than the program. You're just not. You can try to be, whatever. I don't care. But you're just not bigger than the program. But they think that they are. Okay, that's fine. Let them think what they want to think. That's why they're in this predicament now. This was been supposed to end. This toxic cycle, this abusive pattern of things, all of this was been supposed to end. But there's someone that felt like they can follow you into a new chapter that you're currently in, and they don't want you to fulfill that chapter that you're currently in. This is why the universe or your ancestors are stepping in this way, and that's what's shocking them. It's like you're moving forward and you're not looking back, and you shouldn't be looking back. But there's someone that is behind you that is dragging their feet, that is trying to place themselves in a position where you do look back. They want you to look back because they don't want you to pay attention to what opportunities or blessings that are coming in front of you. They don't want you to look forward. They want you to consistently think of them by looking back and recollecting all of the so-called good times that you had. You could listen to Styles P. Styles P has a song called Good Times. You could do 420, okay? I just say, I get every day. Y'all know that song by Styles P? Thank you. Hey, Donna. Thank you. We have the cat here. So since this person feel like that they're bigger than you or they're stronger than you, they're being pushed to the limit, or they're being tested a lot, that they're not stronger than you. The universe wants to see just how willing this person is willing to go to prove that they are bigger than the program. And they're failing miserably with the T here. A lot of harsh harsh scenarios are playing out to where this person is not going to have a choice but to tap out. They're being forced to tap out. Y'all gonna have to take that how y'all need to take that. But mentally, they're not doing well. Mentally, they're tapping out. Also, they can't take the public shame that they're currently in. Okay? Now, if you are a person that is speaking out in regards to what transpired, then of course I'm speaking to you. Okay. This person feels like they're in a zoo. They feel like that they're on show, or they feel like that their true actions are being exhibited on display for everyone to see. And they don't like the ridicule. They don't like the backbiting. They don't like the laughter. They don't like that other people are laughing at them. They don't like that you are laughing at them. They don't like the fact that you are aware of what they have going on and you're not connected to them. That bothers them to no end. It also bothers them to no end that their mindset is not strong, and people are seeing that. People are seeing this person crash out publicly, and that frightens them. Someone's name is Benson. Someone's name is Benny or Benjamin. You could be listening to Benny and the Jets by Elton John. Benny and the Jets. That's my joy. I don't know the lyrics, but I definitely can bop to the song. It's a good song though. Benny and the Jets. Somebody's name could be Benny. Yes. Oh yeah. So, Shatara on YouTube says, I laugh because you say it's a form of karma. Why would you not think that it's not a form of karma? No, in no way I want to make this clear. I'm not jabbing at you or anything like that. I do agree with you. But why do some people feel so sad or feel nervous to laugh? Laughing is a part of karma. Laughing is a part of healing. Most people that see a person like you in a position or a state where you can actually heal from all of the toxic traumatic experiences that you went through, and then the ice on the cake, you can laugh about it as well too. They're gonna look at you like you abnormal. We don't care about that. Laughing is great for the soul. Laughing is great for healing. You're not hurting anyone if you're laughing, especially if you didn't cause any harm to them. You ain't doing anything. What you do? So I do encourage laughing. Yes, I do. That's just me. I encourage it. You ain't hurting nobody. In a way, physically you ain't hurting nobody. Emotionally, yeah, that can hurt someone's feelings, but who cares? They didn't care when they was doing it to you. They were mainly trying to attack your emotional and your psychological state. So fair exchange ain't no robbery. They were laughing quietly behind your back. See, we not like them. We gonna laugh for the ones that do laugh, and that be me. We laughing publicly in front of their face. I'm not gonna laugh about you behind your back. I'm gonna laugh in front of you, in front of your face. Especially if I know you was coming for me. Like, what? Oh man. Don't you laugh at them. Have fun. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh my belly full. I'm gonna laugh till my soul feels filled. The hell? Anywho, y'all, we have Creatures Paul here. Don't allow anyone to tell you how you should heal. Okay? Again, however way you need to heal, as long as you're not putting hands on anybody and you're not causing harm to anybody, baby, laugh away. Do what you need to do, boo. Okay? Laughing is a part of healing. That's all I got to say. But anywho, with the Creatures Paul here, things are being taken from them, their livelihood, their freedom. Their freedom of, we'll say, limited expression. Their freedom of limited expression has been suppressed. Their freedom of limited, not limitless, limited expression has been suppressed. Well, how has it been suppressed? You speaking the truth, people finally asking the correct questions in regards to what you've been saying all along. And now they're in a situation or in a bind where they feel like that they don't have the correct answer for the questions that people are asking them. So it's making them, or it's reverting them back to a childlike space where they feel like that they can't escape all that's happening here. They feel tormented. Okay, what's the issue? What is the issue? Yeah. So, what's your name, child? Dunkin' Ben. The Dunkin' Ben. I like that. Maybe you like Dunkin' Donuts. Maybe somebody had Dunkin' Donuts. But anywho, the Dunkin' Ben on YouTube says, never take healing advice from people who never healed themselves. And they are absolutely correct. If a person is trying to come towards you with no experience or no background in regards to the conversation at the time, why in the world would you take advice from someone that never experienced what you may have experienced? Most people experiences, I said most people experiences are rooted in hearsay. Most people experiences are rooted in hearsay. Well, I heard, and I heard, have you been to China before? Have you been to Italy before? Have you been to Denmark before? Whatever, however. Oh no, I heard it wasn't a good place to be, and I heard this, and I heard that. Have you ever cooked this pasta dish before? Oh no, I heard that's not good for your figure. Oh, I heard it's not this, and I heard it's that, and I heard they never did it before. But they feel like that they have been masterful in something that they've never done before. That would never make sense. It just would never make sense. I'm just saying. It just wouldn't. It just wouldn't. I don't listen to hearsay. What? Yeah, and then they work hard to discredit you based on the hearsay that they're spreading. It's ridiculous. I agree. Eddie Knuckles on TikTok says some things you don't do. I like them, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But some people feel because they never had the experience, they don't want to let you know that they've never experienced it before. But they just feel so led to dispersuade you or to make you not feel to do something that you feel deep in your heart that you should do. It's BS. Yeah, everything just blowing up in their life. Everything is messed up in their life. Everything. They don't feel confident. Their sick body is in reverse. Their body is not well. It could be a Sagittarius or a Gemini's body that's not well. They're emotionally exhausted. They feel something bad is about to happen to them. Okay, they're afraid to get a good night's rest. They haven't been able to sleep in months, like a really good night's. They would prefer to sleep during the day than at nighttime because they feel like when the nighttime comes about, that's when all the bangs and the ghouls and the whispers, they see spirits. They do. They don't speak about that though. They see a lot of shadow spirits or shadows and very dark, denser, heavier, darker spirits. Could be a Capricorn, however it resonates. We have sudden changes. So sudden changes are happening towards a Capricorn, a Gemini, or a Sagittarius. Also a Taurus. Hey, Rita. Is it Rita? Or is it Rita? I'm sorry. R-Y-T-A. Is it Rita? How you pronounce your name, boo? I want to make sure I got it correct. We have bully here, so they feel bullied by the universe now. Okay? There are other people here that are seeing this person go through like real life karma right now, and it's putting other people in a position where they feel nervous. Because it's like, well, if that's happening to them, what's going to happen to me? So there's a lot of people that are nervous because they don't know how karma is going to hit. They're in karma now, but the worst hasn't hit them yet. And when I say the worst hasn't hit them yet, on a scale of 1 to 10 in Karmicville, where they currently are, I'm going to say it's probably like a 9.5. But it's not, the heaviest hasn't hit them yet. Despite them being in on the Richter scale between 1 to 10, of how harsh karma could be. They're on a 9.5 right now, but it's still, that's just the beginning, if that makes sense. They have no guidance. Okay, Rita. Okay, perfect. They have no guidance. They have no directions. They have no instructions. They don't know how to get out of this. They don't know how to stop this. They don't know what they're going to do for money. They don't know how to protect themselves. They don't know how to release the energies that they called in. They witness flickering of the lights at night. This is why they prefer to, if they could stay with someone or someone can stay with them. They're not saying they're not mentioning this at all. But this is what they're currently going through. And someone is drinking their life away, literally. Yeah. They're literally drinking themselves away. They want to abort ship, or they want this whole scenario to be like deactivated. They want the karma to be deactivated, or they want the karma to stop. And it's only going to stop once they go through it all. That's the only way. That is the only guaranteed way that is going to stop. You want karma, you want negative karma to stop? Then stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to others. Stop lying to yourself and stop lying to others. And that's how karma is going to stop. But just because you stop today lying to yourself or lying to other people, and I'm speaking to the karmic here, the karma's still not going to be done. That's just the first basis of a so-called foundation that could be created. And I'm going to say it because they're not going to do it because they can't do it. Most people don't realize that telling the truth is a gift. There are so many different gifts out here that you can acquire in your many lifetimes that you live. Yes, it is. And truth is one of them. Speaking the truth is one of them. A lot of people can't speak truth. They're afraid to do it. Which is why when other people do it so effortlessly, like yourself, people frown upon you because they can't do what you do, which is actually speak the truth. Someone feels like they feel that they're possessed with an energy, a dark spirit. They do. They feel like they can't remove this dark spirit off of them. We have a frenemy here. Maybe it's a frenemy, whatever, however, child. Someone is taking a lot of spiritual baths. That's not going to help. I see a person trying to sage themselves, trying to use different types of sages. I saw dragon blood in a meditative state. That's not going to work. I saw someone trying to wash their hair with a coconut wash. That's not going to work. I even saw a person so frantic that they were willing to wash themselves like in a spring, like a spring lake or like a pond or so. That's not going to work. Anything that they do is just not going to work. You have karmic here. And this is a hidden agenda. This is what they're not mentioning to people. Okay? And then we have tower moment here. It's funny. Why would they be taking the spiritual bath if they didn't do anything wrong? Why would they need to take a spiritual bath for? Why would they need to protect themselves from you or your team? But I thought they said they didn't do anything wrong. For someone who's clearly going through HE double hockey stick in real life time, they're doing a lot of things that doesn't quite equate to what they're going through. Now they're looking for protection. Now they trying to pray. Now they trying to ask for help from other people. Now they trying to do spiritual work. Now they believe in a higher power and a higher source. Do you know that you made these individuals believers? That there is a higher source, a higher power? You made people believers that weren't believers before. You did. You have. You are. They never believed you. They never believed in a higher source or a higher power. And now they're realizing that things are not falling apart in your life. That's what makes it more real or more believable to them now. Illegal activity. There's a narcissist that is struggling. You hear me? The grand pumbas of the narcissistic individuals you've ever crossed in your life. The biggest one of them all. Debilitated. Energetically debilitated. Physically debilitated. Emotionally debilitated. Financially debilitated. Spiritually debilitated. My hand itching. I think they said money supposed to come in or something like that. And guess what? The universe is very brutal towards them, very abusive, and I don't feel no type of way. I just don't. I'm sorry, but no, boo. Abusive daily. Imagine that. Imagine going through abusive, traumatic experiences daily with no sight in the end. I'm speaking towards the divine collective. You went through a lot of abusive things growing up, and you were able to get out of it. You weren't aware that you were in it, which makes things even a little worse, because if you're not aware, you can't fix the situation. And they did that specifically to do that towards you. But the icing on the cake, the creme de la creme on the cake, the red velvet sauce on the cake is that they're fully aware as to why they're going through an abusive cycle. They are. They're aware as to why the karma is so catastrophic. It's deafening. It's brutal. They can't handle the brutality. They can't handle the brutality of their world. A narcissist can't. So you're narcissistic in nature, karmic, but you can't handle the abusive tactics that you put out into the world? Are you really narcissistic, karmic? What exactly are you, karmic? You can't handle the abuse from the universe? Well, I thought you was tough, little buddy, little dog. Yeah, I'm talking to the karmic. I thought you was tough, little dog. Not anymore? Or not ever? You don't even hear a peep, not a peep. You can hear a pin drop, how quiet it is, or how quiet it has been, or how quiet it soon will become. This person refused to move on, so they'll be forcefully removed instead. No means no. And when it comes to your energy, a lot of people gonna realize that they're not gonna be able to F with you. They're going to realize this. Yep, they're going to call you all types of names. Oh, this person work with dark energy. They work with demons. They work whatever. However, we don't give a flying F-boo. When we say, collectively, generally, divinely speaking, when we say no, no is no. Karmic, it is what it is. And the moment that you feel that you can supersede our no, or you can go over and cross over our boundaries that we have tightly established, you will be forcefully removed from the energy of the collective. And that could be spun in many different ways. So you're going to have to take that how you need to take that, collective. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. So my hair color, I think is 5:30? I think this is the hair color. And then somebody keep asking me my lip color. So this is purple. I love purple. I just love purple. So this is from the hair store. This is a matte color. And then you know I love me my NYX. I love everything NYX. Okay, I'm a NYX girl. NYX. Okay, so this is Blackberry. This was in the hair store. Blackberry RMLS 52. So whoever's been asking, a couple people been asking. So that's that. Because they lied. Yes, they did. They lied and said that they never did spell work on you. Okay. Well, why that karma eating out your back like that, then, little dog, little heifer? Why, heifer? Baby, I'm gonna always laugh. We got karma, we got liar, and black magic. They were telling people you were sending dark energies to them. Okay, whatever. Well, why, when they try to send it back to you, it didn't hit you? If you were the one, if you were the supposedly orchestrator that was sending them dark energy, negative energy, baneful energy towards them, and they supposedly sent it back because people told them, hey, you should send it back. You should do a return to sender. Okay, fine. Well, why are they hitting you then? If you were to send dark energy towards them. Somebody lying, and it ain't the collective here. We have karma. Somebody lying here. Oh, yeah, they're doing spell work on me. They're doing spell work on me. Well, do the return to sender. Do the return to sender. Okay, do your return to sender. But just keep in mind that if you are the orchestrator or the creator of any dark, baneful magic, and you're going to send it back to the person who never sent it out to you to begin with, it's not going to affect them. Hello? That's basic 101. You should know that. I mean, we should know this, especially if you're doing dark energy. You're trying to throw it towards someone. That's something you should know. It's plain, basic, simple magic 101. We got toxic family here. Toxic family is involved. Okay. You may hear a whole family has cancer. I'm being so for real. I'm being so for real with you. Cancer may run in a dynamic of a family, but it's going to progress even worse. So just an example. Let's say breast cancer runs in their family. Now it could be breast cancer, and it could be like heart issues or something. Like, it's just going to metastasize. It's going to run them down very fast, and they feel stuck. Well, don't be meanies. Don't be mean to people. We got STD here, and I'm not a doctor, of course, but I do hold a master's in public health. So in public health, it's like my first, my first baby, like my first best friend. But anywho, if you leave an STD untreated for a very long time, other ailments or other issues within the body can start to come about. So we have STD and cold-hearted. This person knew they have an STD or an incurable STD, but they're not taking their medication. They're not doing what they're supposed to do to keep them in a healthy state, okay? But we do have angels here. Angels are in reverse. Angels are not on their side. It's crazy. They're calling upon a higher source, but they're like, who are you calling? You calling who? You calling for who? It's, it's like these angels are playing in their face. They didn't look at you as an angel. They looked at you as a demon or something dark spirited. Whatever. And the individuals that they were around, they thought they were the angels. They thought that they had their back. They thought that they would become a ride or die for them. Okay, whatever. Well, where they at now? Where are the same individuals that came together to ride the short bus, the yellow bus, because that's what they rode to try to come up against you. They rode the short yellow bus, the school bus, to come up against you, and now no one is nowhere to be found. Everybody's trying to dodge karma. You can't dodge karma. I don't care if you live in a shoebox. I don't care if you live underneath a rock or a shell. Where are the little friends at that was all in at one point in time? Nobody not answering their phone. Nobody not picking up phone calls. Ain't nobody text each other no more. Don't nobody have anything to say. They just watching Disturbed because they can't fix their life. Not even Ayanla could fix their life, child. We know Ayanla is a powerhouse. She is in her own way. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, and yes, sir. Ayanla Van Zandt, she has some good points. Not even Miss Ayanla, we're going to call her auntie respectfully. Not even Auntie Ayanla, Auntie Van Zandt can't fix their life. Now nobody don't know what to do. He got broke. We have unloyal and we have no communication, child. No communication and unloyal. These so-called friends or group of people that was there, they were unloyal from the beginning. You were the reason why everybody was crowding around that person or group of people, whatever, however way you want to look at it. Because you were the interested one out of all of them. Candle magic is backfiring. It's not working. It's causing house fires. It's causing car accidents. Someone even caught a seizure. Someone recently had a seizure. They're not talking about this stuff. Why aren't y'all talking about this, Karmic? And they were. So it looks like one of their family members had a seizure recently over the weekend here. And it scared them to no end. Yeah, there's someone in the hospital right now. They're pretending that everything is A-okay. Something with the brain, with the seizure. Something happened with the seizure. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a neurologist. That's not my lane. That's just what I just saw. And they're praying really hard to get this person back to health or to nurse them back to health, but they won't be able to. I'm telling you, it could be a Libra, okay? That's the message. So a Libra, low vibrational Libra, could be in the hospital it could be a brain hemorrhage too. There's something not right with the brain though, honestly speaking. Like when this person went into the hospital for the seizure, something else came up and then something else came out like that. It's like working on, just put it this way. Let's say you're trying to work on a house that's like over 100 years or old, and you're trying to restore that house. We all know when it comes to restoration projects that these things are going to take time, and especially because it's been, let's say it hasn't been touched in over 100 years, right? So let's say that your first thing to do is to work on the windows. Okay, you work on the windows. Then let's say once you finish working on that, something breaks down. Let's say you just put in a new pipe, a new pipeline or something. I don't know. You put that in, and then the next minute, you have a leak somewhere. Like every time you try to fix something, something else always come up. If that makes sense. So that's what's happening here. They're finding one thing about this person, but then something else pops up as well too, to where they're going to be like, it's going to be deemed that there's nothing else that they can do, is what I'm hearing. There's nothing else that they can do. And people are going to be heartbroken by this. Yeah, fake empress and dark energy. There was someone that was playing in dark energy, playing in it. Okay, and whatever, they can play in if they want to, but they were playing in it, and they got the shock of their life in regards to a family member. They never expected that their family would be affected by this. Again, as I mentioned before, karma has no name. It does not. Karma doesn't have a name. Sometimes karma can skip you and hit someone that you truly love, you honor, respect, whatever, however. Okay, karma doesn't have. That's just the way karma works. And this person, they weren't protecting their family, because clearly they were leaving their family wide open when they kept coming for you, which is very odd. How you want to try to come towards a collective, but you don't even know the first thing when it comes to protection? That's why I be saying, when people be trying to come for you collectively, generally speaking, they leave themselves wide open all the time. Not you, they do. They put you in a position to where you become aware or more aware as to what they're doing. So your protection is going to go up, of course, because you're aware of what they're doing. Whatever little protection, I say little protection they had, was coming from you. You were protecting them energetically. But since they want to come for you or come up against you, why would you protect them? That doesn't make sense. This is what they're realizing now. You were sustaining them energetically. Not anymore. You got pray in reverse. What are you praying about, Karmic? You sick? Who's sick? Somebody's sick. Insomnia, you can't sleep at night, huh? Can't sleep at night, huh? You gotta sleep during the day, huh? Interesting. You don't want nobody to know that you're going through things, huh? Unable to express emotions. They up and down the hospital, and they trying everything possible to make sure that this person who's in the hospital is going to get good bedside services. And that's another thing. Oh man, I can't. Energy, the way energy works. We have justice in reverse. Whoever's in the hospital currently is not going to get the best bedside manner. They're not going to get the best doctor. They're not going to get the best nurses. They're not going to have a pleasant stay. So it's going to then because this person is going to feel like that they're not getting justice for their sick family member. So the next step they may try to do is they may try to take this person home to nurse them to health, or whatever the case may be. It's just going to get worse. And this is what they were, this is what they did not want to happen. One of their biggest fear is a family member that they truly love is sick. And it could be this Libra. I think I said Libra, Capricorn. I said Gemini, Taurus, Cancer, Capricorn, and Sagittarius. They feel like their voice is not being heard. They feel like that they're, Their cries are not being heard. They feel like people are ignoring them. They feel like doctors are ignoring them. They feel like nurses are ignoring ignoring. We have too good to be true. We have toxic, hitting addictions. It's a lot that can go wrong within this person staying in the hospital. It's like the longer they stay in the hospital, the worse off they're going to be. Yeah, this person, they're not doing well health-wise. And it really don't matter if they stay in the hospital. They're not gonna do well in the hospital. If they take them home, they're not gonna do well. They're gonna deteriorate really quickly. And all of this was from messing with you. Could be a fake emperor. Oh well. Yeah, someone feels stuck. I will never do it again. Please help me. We have cheated, fears, and stressed out. A narcissist feels cheated. They're afraid and they're stressed out because someone that they love is not doing well. And where am I supposed to care in any of this equation here? When am I supposed to care? Am I supposed to care? Because I don't. It's a mature. It could be either a mature man or a mature woman. However it resonates. Somebody not doing well, honestly. Somebody's in the hospital. They could be thinking about hospice. Doctors could be talking about hospice. Yeah, it's a message of concern. Somebody going to hospice. Somebody could have been a seamstress. We have occupation here, and I'm looking at the woman sewing. So someone could be a seamstress or was a seamstress. It could be a masculine that was a seamstress or a woman that was a seamstress. This is who is sick. We have concern here. They weren't dang, okay, Spirit. They weren't a good seamstress. They may have did very shoddy or botched jobs. When it came to like clothing design, they didn't have good stuff. Hey, we also have the family room here, and this is what they're trying to keep a secret. Family room is upright though, so it's not a secret. They don't want you to know because they feel like that you're going to retaliate on the person that's sick. They don't want you to be aware because they feel that you're going to retaliate on the person that's sick. Well, why would you retaliate? Or why do they feel you will retaliate if they didn't do anything towards you? Only people that speak like that is guilty in regards to what they could have potentially done towards you. Because why would you be afraid or fear of a retaliatory act from the collective? Well, I thought they said that they didn't do anything towards the collective. So what would warrant them to be in a space of fear if they didn't do anything to you? Somebody not telling the truth here. And it's showing up in somebody's medical records, medical history. Oh me, oh my, child. Oh me, oh my, me, oh my, me, oh my. This is comical. This is comical. What to say? seeing their loved one in a position in this way, and they can't handle that. Well, think about the time when you tried to put the collective in that same debilitating state. Did you think that the collective could handle that? You thought it was okay, Karmic? No, it wasn't okay. This is okay, though. Yeah, I said it. This is justified. Absolutely. This is justified. Well, how could you say such a thing? Because I said it. I said it. It's very justified. And it's done publicly. So they're going through public annihilation, public turmoil. They got people in their family that's sick. Not one, multiple people in their family that's sick that they're keeping quiet. They're not doing well mentally. This is a narcissist dream come true. I wouldn't even call it a nightmare. This is the dream that they have been dreaming for years. And it finally manifested in the way that they anticipated. Yes, it did. You ain't never going to be, and you ain't, and you ain't, and you ain't. Okay, well, let's flip that back onto you. Now they ain't. You will never be, they will never be successful. They can't get out of this, especially if you are playing with dark energy. You better have a remedy to make sure that you're able to get out of that dark energy that you're playing with. Because if you come up against someone that is fully tapped in verse in regards to how to transmute that negative energy, oh baby. And it could be transmuted into many different things and ways. But you better know what you're doing before you decide to come up against the divine collective. Karmic. You ain't playing with little dogs over here. We ain't little dog. We big dog. We big dogs around here. Yeah, I said it. Yeah. Ain't nothing little about us. Okay, message. Ain't that what oh, that movie, Don't Drink Juice in the Hood, or something. It's a long movie title, but it's with the Wayne brothers. And Keenan Ivory Wayans was the mailman. And every time one of the brothers said something, philosophical, he would pop out, message. Yeah, message. What's the concern here? The concern is you can't pay for this funeral? Is the concern here that this fish fry won't be successful? What is the issue here? Narcissistic karmic. What's the issue? Don't drink juice in the ghetto while in South Central. Don't be a menace while drinking juice. Something like that. Y'all, don't be a menace to South Central while drinking juice in the hood. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, you get it though. Your fist pump. Yeah, but you get what I'm saying though. Yeah. That's it. Okay. All right. So we have a main male here that's really concerned about a family dynamic. Their family's falling apart, their family's sick, but this was the same family that came together, that binding together to come against you, which was ridiculous. I see somebody using like soursop. Someone has cancer. Someone has something with the brain. There's a lot that's going on with someone. It is. And they're telling them to prepare for hospice, is what they're telling them. They need to prepare for hospice, but they don't want to, because they feel like that they can save this family member, and they cannot. Yeah, we have despair. All that money that they put into you to try to destroy your life, they could have had a nice funeral. No. They felt they was bigger and badder than you, child. Okay, whatever. Whatever you say, Karmic. Sam's Club got boxes. Costco's, they give you boxes for free. Who else give you boxes for free? BJ's give you boxes for free. Get you a box or something. I don't know. Get something, child. I got a couple boxes. Maybe this might be big. This might be big enough. What you think? This is a good size box that they can get. I got a couple boxes here I can get for free. I'm just saying. Yep, these people are sheeple, and the sheeple are watching the first person or the initial person that came around you to do things toward you, and they are scared. They are scared of what's happening to that person, and they're scared of you. So this is why they want to take several seats, or they're taking several seats. They can't accuse you of anything because you didn't do anything to this person. You didn't, or this group. Someone's name is Irene. You could be from Ireland, could be Irish. I'm hearing the Irish jig. I believe that's a type of dance. I'm also hearing Scotland or Scotty or Scottish. There is a dance called the Irish jig. Is that correct? Something in my eyes. Lazy is here. Okay. Oh, okay. They feel like that you've completely changed, like night and day. They call you lazy. They said that you're not reaching out to them. You won't help them. I'm not helping nobody to try to put me 6 feet under. Child, please. I ain't doing that. They feel like that you hypnotized them, which brought them into your boundaries. They feel like you are the reason why they're going through what they're going through. Who cares? Okay, it is. Okay, perfect. Okay. So I'll make sure I know what I'm talking about. Y'all know that song by Mr. Blackberry Molasses? Blackberry Molasses. How that song go? You gotta keep pushing on, the sun ain't done. I don't know the lyric, child, but it's an old song with Bobby Valentino. He was on here, or Bobby Valentine, whatever his name is, child. It was a song back in the 90s called Blackberry Molasses. Somebody could be listening to that? Yes, Mr. Yep, Mr. We have living rent free. They're living rent free, or you're living rent free in their head. Okay, we have magnetic. You're very magnetic to the eyes. You could be a man or a woman, however it resonates. Ripple effect is here. They feel stuck, obstruction. They feel like there is an invisible energy is covering you or protecting you. And they can't see what it is, but they can feel it. And they don't like the feeling that they're feeling, knowing that there's something invisible protecting you. So I'm hearing the kiln, K-I-L-N, kiln. I believe, I don't, I'm hearing, is that the skirt that, let me double check. I don't want to, let me double check, but I'm hearing the word kiln, K-I-L-N. What is that? A thermally insulated chamber, a type of oven, okay, that produces temperature sufficient to complete some process. Okay, what is it used for? Okay, could be like pottery and stuff like that. Okay, clay, pottery, glass, and wood. Somebody could be working with that, a kiln. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Pottery, yes. Someone's making bratwurst. Could be like sausages or bratwurst. Could be German. Maybe you're making German food. I'm hearing schnitzel. Or maybe you're making, you could be from Germany. You can have a German background. You can speak German. Maybe German was a first language for you or a second. Oh, yes, either that or cremation. Oh, I just got it. Dang, you hear how spirit be? That's what I was thinking of. The kilt, K-I-L-T. That's what I initially was thinking of. I thought it was, I thought the K-I-L-N was the skirt and the K-I-L-T was this. So I actually got it mixed. That's why I said, let me just look it up. But yes, that makes sense. A kill, I mean, maybe it could be for cremation. I don't know. But that's just funny how spirit be popping up sometimes. Retaliate is in reverse. They cannot retaliate on you. They cannot. You're going to retaliate on someone that didn't cause harm to you initially? How is that going to work? Hey. Running back to you? No, they not. They trying to, but that invisible force, whoever you're connected to, whatever energy, deity, creator energy, however way y'all do y'all thing, because again, there's many different walks of life and many different backgrounds. So however way you do your thing, it's working. Keep doing it. It's working. Keep doing it. You have every right to protect yourself. Keep doing whatever it is that you're doing. It's working, okay? We have 100searchforyou.com. They can't search for you. Anything that has anything to do with you, it won't work. Blocking finances is here. Their third eye. Wow. Their finances are blocked, been completely stripped. They don't have health insurance. So if this person is in the hospital, it's going to be hard for them to get insurance. If they're thinking about getting state insurance, it's going to be very hard for them to acquire that. Like everything. And I think we're in the energy of Saturn right now. Let me double check. I have not been checking the placements. Saturn is in, where are you at, Saturn? Saturn's in Pisces. In the 4th house? Saturn's in Pisces in the 4th house. Fourth house represents family. Saturn represents like restriction, karma. Yeah. Third eye is kaput. They can't tap into anything because they were responsible with their gifts when they had their gifts. They don't have the gift anymore. And they're going to feel abandoned when this person, they're going to feel abandoned by this person's ailment or sickness, disappearing act. You will never see this person ever in life, like ever. You'll never see them again, ever. This person is homeless because they can't afford the medical bills. They can't afford their home bills, their car, and all that. You will never, ever see this person ever again. You'll hear about them, though, but you'll never see them again. And it was set up that way for you to hear what they got going on so you can heal it. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. Yeah, long-term investment that was a sorry, a spiritual charlatan. It was a long-term investment. This spiritual charlatan had a long-term investment with trying to be in the shadows with you. Or trying to hide from what they were doing. You divorced this person. Are you going to have a divorce party? Huh? That's one thing I did not have. I did not have a divorce party, and I need to. When I have my big party, like the collective party, and we gonna party, we gonna party. Yes, it's in the works though. I want to have a big collective party, but it's gonna be like a healing party. Meaning like you just gonna come, you're gonna let your hair down, you gonna dress, just come dressed to impress. Like I want you to come beautifully, like, you know, in your gown, like it's gonna be like one of those type, you know what I mean? Come in your suit and stuff. It's gonna be dope, you know, because we are elegance. We're regal. You know what I mean? Like that's what we are. You know. So it's only right to step out in that way. You know. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm going to have many different stations. I'm going to have international stations of foods. So this is just an example. Okay, this is not set in stone. So one station may be like Japanese, or one station might be Italian, or one station might be Creole. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna get a little bit, a taste of everything from different varieties of the world. You know what I mean? And yes, it's gonna be invitation. It's gonna be dope. This gonna be like our meet and greet. But we gonna be like, hey y'all, we gonna have fun. It's in the works, okay? It's in the works. So I want to make sure everybody got some time to get yourself together. We gonna, yeah, it's gonna be good. Yes, I'll do vegan too. Yes. Yes. Like I said, it's a big process. It's in the works, but I am working on it. And I would like to see, you know, you guys if you're willing to come. So. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna have all different types of music from different, you know, it's gonna be nice. Okay. If you have love in your heart, you're welcome to come. Okay. And I will have my bouncers there. So don't be coming with no funny stuff. Who is that? No, get their ass out of here. No, I'm gonna have me some big behind, big buff bouncers. You ain't gonna be coming up there messing up, not nothing. And if your name not on the list, you can't come. I'm so serious. Watch. All right, let's keep moving forward. I'm looking forward to seeing the Divine Collective. I am. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all. I am. All right, let's see what else. You know I like to eat. The Wicked Bee of the West says, I love good food. Child, who you telling? I'm always eating something, child. Okay? So y'all gonna have good food. We got criminal here, criminal record. Yup. I can't freaking wait. So this person has a criminal record, or they created a criminal record for themselves where they're wanting to resign from what they have done towards you because now they realize they have endangered themselves, or they placed themselves in danger here. Okay, I have a few reads that I need to do. Once I'm done, I'm going to see if I can come back on. But I do have some other downloads that did come to me that I do want to give to you guys. So I'm gonna see how my day goes later in the day. And if I have enough energy to come back on here, I will, okay? So we have Scorpio, you could be, they could be. We have Taurus, you could be, they could be. Okay? We have Sagittarius, you could be, they could be. We have Virgo, you could be, they could be. We have Capricorn. We have Aquarius. Cancer. Cancer. We have Virgo. Taurus, one more. Leo. Okay, so if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for the immense support. Thank you. Just trying a different color, you know, and it's long too, you know, just trying a little something different. But yes, I truly appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the support as well too. Thank you for the warm compliments. Like, I love you guys. I truly, truly, truly do. You guys are the reason why I always try to make sure that I do try to come on here every day or as much as I can. So I just want you guys to know that I truly, deeply appreciate you guys. I really do. Thank you guys for your support. I love you guys. I do. You're freaking amazing. You're freaking phenomenal. And you were placed here in this world to be nothing but that. You were here to be freaking phenomenal. You were here to set the world ablaze. Yes, you were. You are here to do great things. And I'm rooting for you. And I'm hoping that you're able to achieve everything and master everything that you set your big, beautiful, and handsome mind to. I do. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Bye, TikTok. Mwah. Bye, Instagram and Facebook. See you too.